Ah! Huzzah! It is I, Caramel, the wizard, at your service. Welcome to the character house. It's a house filled with characters. Oh, that sure is what it is. Well, a little bit about me. My name is Caramel, the wizard, and I am here in the year 2021. What happened was, way back in the 1500s, I was banished from my kingdom for stealing spells. Yes, I am a spell stealer. They also call that a spell pilferer and a spell plagiarizer, and just they also called me a real son of a bitch. So I got banished to the year 2020, and I'm still here. It's 2021, and well, I don't have any real marketable skills for today. I'm living in a guest house in Hollywood, California, and I need help. All right, so I wanted to let everyone know that I, Caramel the Wizard, I've started granting spells and casting spells on social media. So if you would like a spell cast, now, albeit it's going to be a very underwhelming spell, but I can do that for you for a very low price. So I'm going to ask you to slide into my DMs. It's at Caramel on all the socials, or you can check out my brand new OnlyFans. All right? That's where you and I can interface, and then I can give you maybe put up a spell of the day. Some of the spells include good parking spell, finding change in the pocket of your jacket spell, finding a random chocolate bar on a table. It's going to cost you a little bit more if you want that chocolate bar wrapped, untouched. So various spells. Listen, I'm dog sitting. This is my neighbor's dog, Ketchup. I was banished to a time where I don't have marketable skills. I can only do chintzy, cheap spells. Yes. Oh, it's tough for Caramel out here. I miss my castle. I miss my potions. So many potions I had. Oh, but again, if you want a spell, hit me up, crawl into my DMs. Also, on my OnlyFans, I might take it to the next level. Listen, if you want to see me do things with my magic wand, I'm not going to say that's out of the question. I'm not too proud. Oh, I used to be so powerful. Why'd I steal that spell? Anyway, I don't want to bring down the room here at Character House. So, speaking of wizards, we have a fine young wizard about to talk to everyone. Now, I would like to introduce one of the most famous wizards of all time. He doesn't need to start an OnlyFans. Please welcome, via his Instagram Live, Harry Potter.
Hey, witches and wizards, welcome to my Instagram Live. I'm Harry Potter, and I'm looking for a chosen one to join my team and make six figures just from their wand. This opportunity will not only make you wealthier, but healthier. It's an all-natural, farm-to-table, grass-fed, tastes like pumpkin juice, and will make you lose 10 pounds like magic. Here's my story. I was in a dark place after they stopped writing about my incredible accomplishments in the Daily Prophet. I was doing nothing but eating chocolate frogs and getting fat. Then, Professor Trelawney introduced me to the Dumbledore Secret supplements, which instantly gave me a body like Victor Crumb and a second stream of income. Let's read a comment. All right, we have one from Hagrid. How do I join Dumbledore's Secret? Great question, Hagrid. How it works is you would get a starter kit. There's a Squib kit, which comes with 2 items, but you should really get the Prefect kit, which lets you try all the products and reap all the benefits. It's 150 galleons, and I know it seems expensive, but if you had rich parents that died tragically but left you a huge fortune, then it shouldn't be a big deal. Then I would work with you to make sure you're all ready to sell. Then you would recruit 5 wizards, and then they would recruit 5 wizards, and then all of them would recruit 5 wizards, and then all of them would recruit 5 centaurs. I'll get a cut of whatever you make, partly because I taught you everything you know, and partly because I saved your ass from Voldemort like 1,000,000 times, so you can chill. Okay, let's read a few more comments. Okay, here's one from Moaning Myrtle. Isn't this a Deathly Hallows scheme? The answer is absolutely maybe. They don't tell me a ton, but I don't care because I recently won an all-expense-paid trip to Hogsmeade with accommodations at the Shrieking Shack. Now, to stress, the job isn't all fun and trips. It's a lot of work and sacrifice, but if you love Dumbledore, it will all be worth it. Yes, Ginny left me because I wouldn't stop asking her to join Dumbledore's Secret. Yes, Hermione stopped talking to me because I roped Ron into it. Yes, I invested the rest of the inheritance into Dumbledore's Secret, and I'm now living at the Weasley's house. But it's all worth it because after I rank up from the house elf level to the senior star level, the company pays for me to get a butterbeer once a month, and that's worth so much more than love or friendships or independence. So send me an owl when you are ready to be the new chosen one, especially if you're a Hufflepuff. There are a shocking amount of Hufflepuffs in this company.
Oh, wow. You know what? I'd like to take advantage of that opportunity. I don't know if, I'm the Sorting Hat hasn't put me in a house yet, but that's very exciting. Meg Maida, thank you for playing Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling and Bernie Madoff were colluding. Pete Boda chiming in the chat there. There's some little insider trading between, J.K. Rowling. What does she want to get canceled again and again? Thank you for tuning into Character House. I am Hal Rudnick. That was the very funny Meg Maida. And I've got this green screen behind me. It is pixelating. It's doing something. Maybe we'll do something else with that later. I'm very excited to have you here. If you're in the chat, please throw some LOLs up in the chat and let our performers know that you are enjoying the show. Millie is in the house. Can we get the Millie alert, Steve? There we go. Millie alert. And I am super excited. You know what? Our next performer. We've got something very nice for you. Do we have any rug or carpet enthusiasts in the house? Throw up your favorite kind of rug into the chat. So, do you like a nice area rug? Do you like do you like a smaller, like a bath mat? A large Persian rug, up to you. There's a lot of different kinds of rugs, but right now we have our Shag, baby. Yes, Cam Shafty, good to see you. Some Shag enthusiasts out there. I love a nice, thick, deep Shag rug. Nothing like that under your little piggies. You know what I'm talking about? But right now, we've got a very special treat. We have the intrepid host of Rugs of Morocco podcast. It's time to get your fingers into the fibers with, my favorite rug enthusiast, Stu Silver.
Hey, Hal, thank you so much. Hey, folks, it's me, Stu Silver, and thanks for having me on this show. Proud host. the podcast known as Rugs of Morocco, which was recently, ladies and gentlemen, ranked 6 out of the top 6 podcasts on the topic of rugs and or exotic flooring. So thank you to all my listeners who voted to give me that esteemed honor. I appreciate that. And I know that a lot of my listeners are excited now to put a face to the voice of the ROM podcast. And this is, oh boy, this is just a real hoot. And as always, I am coming to you live from my spacious 10 by 10 foot climate controlled storage unit here, just off of Brainerd, just past the Dairy Queen that we all know and love. So just keep that in mind if I am to get trapped in here once again. And I want to thank Jeremy for saving me last time when I was locked in here for a few days. Got through it. Not too many nightmares, but I'm still alive. If you're not familiar with my show, and if you're not, where the heck you been? What I do is I showcase one rug on my podcast per episode for my podcast listening audience. We just dive right in. As Hal said, we just get our fingers right there in the fibers, and I discuss a variety of topics about the rug. I discuss the rug's color, the pattern, the texture, visible stains of any nature, which is kind of a lovely mystery for all of us to work out as the show goes forward. And it's all recorded right here in my climate-controlled storage unit. And now, everybody has got a comment about the show. They say, a lot of folks say, Stu isn't describing a rug more of a kind of a visual exercise that would be more suited for something like Twitch or YouTube or some other video channel, as opposed to recording it as a podcast. And, to these people, I say, get out of my face. I don't need this shit. Okay, I'm doing the best. I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. Anyway, doing the best I can. So when I begin each episode, I choose one of my many rolled up pieces that I have here in my storage unit, and I unfurl the rug, and I just let it breathe just for a beat or two to just kind of let it explore the space. And these beautiful pieces that I have here that I'm usually showcasing, some of them might be from maybe a distant land, maybe the Middle East, maybe Asia, maybe it's from an estate sale here in the Tri-County area, or it could be something I may or may not have found behind my uncle's La Quinta Inn. There is no wrong way to acquire a nice solid piece for your home or your storage unit. Now, I would love to turn the camera around to show you my stunning collection over here, but I can't because to be honest with you, there is a feral raccoon asleep on top of my rugs at the moment. Not sure how he got in here. That's a question for management, and I am trying my damnedest not to make any sudden movements. Now he could be dead. Hard to say. But I don't want to find that out on the air. That'll be a fun kind of post-show activity for old Stu here. Anyhow, so I unfurl the rug, as I was saying before, and then I go through my process. I remove my hush puppies, not my gray socks. Always leave those on. Then I ease my way down onto the rug on my back, eyes to the ceiling, eyes to the sky. If there's any Steely Dan fans out there. Eyes to my ceiling as I'm on my back. And my ceiling, which at the moment seems to have a few black mold spots. Again, question for management. But I ease down. I take a couple of deep breaths, and I get, as you have all heard before, what do I like to get before I review my rugs? I like to get horizontally happy. That means fully immersed in this rug. I settle in a little further. And then what do? My little rug rats, that's right. I spread out my arms, palms down, and I just get my fingers in those fibers. And you can do it at home too. I encourage it for everybody. Then I let the rug tell me a story. Just let it give me its history. Does it have any secrets? Was it in a great hallway of a 13th century castle? Does it smell like the inside of Totino's pizza rolls? I don't know, but I need it to tell me this story so I can relay this to my listening audience. Then I just close my eyes, and then I hold on, folks. The raccoon seems to have awoken from its slumber. He is now glaring at me and salivating profusely. Well, let's see. I'm going to sign off for now and maybe plan my exit strategy. But please visit, when you can, the Rugs of Morocco podcast. Rugs of Morocco podcast sometime, won't you? And give it a listen. Now he's urinating on my hush puppies. Well, I'm Stu Silver, signing off. Good night, my little rugrats. Come on, watch the Suede. Watch this. Thank you so much for having me.
Stu Silver, the Rugs of Morocco. Sorry about the feral animals in your home. That was actually Jay McKinney. Very funny, Jay McKinney. I would love to. Oh God, man, just thinking about a nice shag rug. Oh, by the way, got my special. Got a celebrity drop in. You might recognize Tungus is here from the AM/PM commercials. Too much good stuff at AM/PM. If they say dress for the job you want, not the job you have. I'm hoping we could get a sponsor of this lightly viewed Twitch comedy show, and one of my dream sponsors, because I'm a real snack enthusiast. I love snacking, and AM/PM. They got more than your fair share of snacks. So, yes, Cam Shafty loves some AM/PM. So, if you were shopping at AM/PM, throw your favorite snacks up in the chat. What are you going to eat? Some nachos, some Twizzlers, a Kit Kat bar. What do you like? What do you like to snack on? Tungus, look at that Cheeto beard. I would just love to. Oh, I'd love to eat his beard in a very non-sexual way. I would love, his Twizzler hair. Oh my God. AM/PM hack, use their sample cups to get unlimited drinks while you hang out at the gas station. Oh, nothing says a good time like just hanging out at a gas station. Oh, Cam Shafty coming in hard with the snacks, Funyuns, corn nuts. That's just some good stuff. Oh my God. Imagine being intimate with Tungus and like those Twizzlers and the Cheetos all just up in your business, and it's just like you're making love and snacking. I'm not saying I'm sexually attracted to Tungus, but I'm not saying that. All right. So maybe we should just move on right now. Again, throw your favorite snacks up in the chat. We've got one of a real something real fun for you right now. This next person you're going to meet, he's a jack of all trades, a fun-loving internet influencer, got his finger on the pulse of just about everything, actually. And his name is Scriggs. And right now, he's going to get you ready for summer. Let's get ready for summer with my main man, Scriggs.
Okay, now it is I, Scriggs. You and yours favorite online influencer, live on YouTube Live. And you know what time it is, summer. First, I want everyone to know I'm watching my nephew. I know I usually am alone, but tonight I'm watching my nephew. And I tell everyone he's an angel, but I'm telling y'all he is the devil. His name is Shoot. Okay, now, everyone knows me, knows how much I love summer and Takis. It's so spicy. And becoming your best self. Today, I'm going to show you how to have a fun, safe, and healthy 4th of July. Okay, now. Shoot, don't mess with that. That is my hair relaxer. Don't mess with that. Okay, now. Oh, my simple sister. We all knew that she would have a child like this. Okay, first, black people need to wear sunscreen too, even though we have the darkest skin. So I'm going to show you just how to choose the right sunscreen. Contrary to, okay, now, Deborah, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you don't have to jump in just yet. Okay. Now, back to sunscreen. You're going to want to get a sunscreen of an SPF of at least 30 SPF. Even if you, Deborah, do you remember last 4th of July? There wasn't any hot dogs, but there were fireworks. You damn near burned the park down when you lit your curl activator on fire in the park. You know what? If there's anyone who needs to listen to what I have to say, it is you, Deborah. You know what? I've tried, y'all. I've tried. And shoot. Sit your ass down. Okay, now, I'm sorry, y'all. How about we skip this some 4th of July fun? Everyone likes fun. Oh, thank you, shoot. Well, thank you. So I have a water gun here. And how do you use this, shoot? Tell me how you use this. Okay. Okay, now. Seems like shoot filled the water gun with sunscreen. Okay, now. You know what? I'm gonna have to go now, y'all. If you have a chance, go to soapbox.org. And I got to go now, y'all. It's Scriggs.
That was Scriggs. That was Scriggs getting you ready for summer. With his with his precocious nephew Shoot. Oh, I didn't know. I mean, that mom needs to get that kid in line. Scriggs. Things went off the rails there a little bit. And that was actually very funny. My very funny pal Bryce Chester, and Bryce getting ready for summer with Scriggs. Again, we're trying to find a sponsor. I don't know why the pixelating is happening right there, but if you can see behind me, you might be like, that is beautiful and delicious. Well, it's none other than an edible arrangement, okay? If anyone out there is watching from Edible Arrangements or has a connection to like one of the big wigs, one of the top dogs at Edible Arrangements, whether it's the CEO or one of the top arrangers, whoever conceives these shapes and so on. But look at this. It looks like you got some chocolate in there and some good melon and some grapes. I mean, nothing says congratulations on your you beat cancer? Here's an edible arrangement. Oh, you graduated beauty school? How about an edible arrangement? Oh, you got full custody and your ex is now in jail. Good work. Celebrate with an edible arrangement. See, we could be doing those kind of promo reads right here on this fucking show. If Edible Arrangements would just return a goddamn email, you motherfuckers. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to curse a tirade at Edible Arrangements tonight, and I broke my promise to myself. Oh, you know what? Let's just keep the show going. Again, throw it up in the chat if you know anyone, if you have any contact info from someone from Edible Arrangements. I'm very upset about this. Let's see. We got another special guest. Oh, okay. So this guy. I mean, anyone here? It's summertime, like going out on the water, on a boat, perhaps, hitting the high seas. Well, my friend Tony Rigatoni, he's looking for a second mate on his sailing crew, sailingcrewmember.com. So he's here. He's looking for a second mate on his crew. Let's bring in Tony Rigatoni.
Hello. All right, this is thank you for having me. I've never tried to do a blog or anything, but sailingcrewmember.com said they had a great selection of second mates. So this is kind of the person I'm looking for. I guess I should tell you why I'm looking for a second mate. And the truth of the matter is that I lost my hand in a sailing accident recently. Essentially, I'm not great at checking the weather in Florida, which is where I live. And when a boat falls on your hand, it tends to pop off. So I'm kind of dealing with, operating this machine, this computer here with my left hand. I am right-handed, so it is what it is. I kind of feel like Curly from Of Mice and Men, but I'm not keeping my hands soft for anybody. I'm just wearing a glove in place of a hand. So, yeah. Looking for a second mate, and I guess the only requirements that you need to have are, well, you gotta like sailing movies or boat movies in general. Specifically Captain Ron or Perfect Storm, only two of the greatest boat movies kind of ever constructed, ever made, in my opinion. But I need somebody who's available soon because, well, I don't want to bury the lead here, but my boat's not actually in the water. Yeah, I'm in the boatyard here. I'm a liveaboard, so I actually lost my hand because one of the boats that I was cleaning fell on me. Luckily, I was able to save my arm. I sawed off my hand, and here we are. So I need somebody who's essentially good at putting nails in things because I got to finish building my boat. And don't overthink it because you don't need to be good at construction. All right, that's completely overrated. I need somebody who is like good at toothpick tower building or like crafting, essentially. Things of that nature. You got to use your imagination when you're out at sea. You got to listen to your intuition, if you will. And I should tell you that when we get this baby setting sail, because I'm in actually the bottom of the boatyard, the manager's office, he let me use his computer for like 15 minutes. I told him I was calling my mother because she was in the hospital. My mother's not in the hospital. She's fine. She's living in Florida. She's cooking like a raisin in the sun, But when we get this thing cooking, it goes about 40 or 50 knots, let me tell you. And I'm a great chef, okay? Trust me. I went to a doctor one time, and they told me that I got pasta water in my veins. That's how Italian I am. It's salted. It's a boating reference because, the salt of the air coming in my veins. Yeah. Anyway, last year was a crazy year because I did a transatlantic on this boat, actually. And I think that's what kept me afloat, the salt in my veins. And, I had one oar and in the transatlantic and half a bottle of sunscreen, and that thing capsized more than a ream of paper, so, paper doesn't float, it sinks. Okay. Well, I hope that, these sailing references has, helped you get a better sense of who I am, and, but we want you to come aboard. And, maybe you can bunk with me and help me build this boat here. And I hope this blog has been helpful, and my professionalism and my level of experience really lend a hand, if you will, to what I'm all about. And they're essentially physically evicting me here at the boatyard, so I'm kind of in need of a second crewmate, if you will, sooner rather than later. If I could bunk at your house or, sleep with your sister, I won't touch her, I promise. Sisters love me, because I'm smelly and I kind of look like an old grandfather. But I will leave you with this, that there's nothing more enticing, disenchanting, and terrifying than a life at sea.
Tony Rigatoni. Man, it's I hope things pick up for Tony because it's a tough year for everybody. And but Tony, I mean, that was a real. I mean, they're doing better things with prosthetic hands nowadays. I just wish you the best with your whole situation. With your, I like that term. Tony's a liveaboard because a liveaboard's lives aboard a boat there. Tony Rigatoni, played by Tess Middlebrook. Very funny. Thank you, Tess. Thank you to the very funny Tess Middlebrook. Thank you for Millie for being one of my best friends. Millie, I appreciate you. And yes, we got a Millie alert. Also, if you're out there watching, we are on a quest to get a sponsor. You might be saying, oh, is Hal in a casino? No. Fix your fucking eyes. I'm in a Dave & Buster's, the most fun place on earth. Whee! Don't knock over the green screen. Whee! Okay, so what like you're planning a night out with friends. You're going to reconnect with some friends that you haven't seen over the course of the pandemic or whatever. Go to Dave & Buster's. There's a lot of germs though when you touch everybody's touching the things. So just be careful. Bring the hand sanitizer. Dave & Buster's, I will do your live read right here. If anyone has the contact info for either Dave or Buster, I would like it. Also, are you one of those people that just wants to go to Dave & Buster's to eat? You're not weird. You're welcome at Dave & Buster's if you want to come there just to eat and not play games. See, that could be your live read, Dave & Buster's. Come to Dave & Buster's to eat. You're not a freaking weirdo. Oh, Millie, I hear ya. We've got many fun performers left in this show, and I'm about to introduce one. Oh, boy, am I ever. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you fuck or have the sex? Well, you're in luck, whether you do or you don't, because we've got someone who can help rationalize and make sense of whatever your sexy situation is. We have world-renowned sex therapist, Dr. Bonetta Hornkoog. No, what? No. That was, that's a sneak preview of something that will be coming up later. But do we have Dr. Bonetta Hornkoog in the house?
Hal?
Yes, Steve alert. This is our producer, Steve Sotelo. If you're out there, give him a round of applause. Steve, are you telling me, are you coming in to tell me Dave & Buster's got in contact with us?
They did. They said they told you a year ago that you weren't allowed to come back. And that to stop asking.
Listen, that was out of character. That last drink, I think someone put something in it. I didn't mean to. Anyway, I vomited on a skee ball ramp. But what's going on with Dr. Hornkoog?
Dr. Hornkoog isn't here. I feel like look. I feel bad. All I ever do is when I come on this screen, I give you bad news.
Yes.
And I want to give you good news,
Okay.
but I don't have any.
Oh my God. So, well, let's, here, I'm gonna
you know
whisper
what? I
something.
think they're in. I think.
Oh, Dr. Horncoog?
I think Dr. Horncoog.
Wave to Steve if that's you, Dr. Horncoog.
I don't have a camera. I just know that they say it's saying Dr. Horncoog, so I'm gonna vamp until I see a camera. Okay, all right, I'm gonna leave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Bonetta Horncoog. Oh, Dr. Horncoog, we can't hear you. You're muted.
I'm so sorry. It's so warm here from my studios in Botswana. Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Sisters, divine, feminine, angelic orbs of light in other Wakandians. Thank you for joining me on my virtual TED Talk. I am sex therapist, world-renowned, world over, internationally known sex therapist, or Yoni Uranus Yogananda, Dr. Bonetta Bonita Horncoog, formerly known as Barbara Horncoog. But just like the universe, I am ever expanding, ever evolving, and infinite. And you're joining me for my seminar called Coochie Wakandia, where all coochies matter. No coochies left behind. So I hope you're all sitting in lotus position with your lymphatic nodes open and ready to drain. So let me light a little bit of sage here to clear the energy. Oh, that's it. Now, we all know this shit don't work, but it looks good. And I'm trying to put you up on game, ladies. So burn your sage to clear the energy. I think I can feel the difference. Now, we already know that we have all already fucked everyone here. Shamans, mentors, experts, physical therapists, ayahuasca gurus, and the like. Why? Because we're all sexually fluid. We fucked everyone. And if you haven't, leave to keep the space sacred. Oh, okay, I see most of you have stayed. That's fine. Let me light a little bit more of my sage here. Blessed. You feel that, ladies? Let's move. Let's move those yonianas, ladies. Move those papayas. That's it, because we've got to be loose. But in order to fully expand our peritoneum linings, we must go further than the constellation of our ancestors. Yes, we must go further than Sirius and the Dog Star and the North Node, further than the Players and the Himalayas, further than Timbuktu, and further than the fairy flags of Scotland. We must go back to the ancient birthplace of our ancestors, called It Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None Island. Thought to have originally been located on the tectonic plate of Thoughtlandia, where ancient Anunnaki Denisovans got their groove on daily. So we must go there. Now, on to what I really came to discuss this evening. I am proposing an initiative called save our walls. Now, I'm not merely talking about Kegel exercises, nor am I talking about yoni eggs, although we can save those for later. But Kegel exercises, they're old, they're whack like crack. So we need to expand our minds beyond that. I have an ancient technique that I would like for you guys to follow. We need to go into our bathrooms and sit on top of a yoni steam while looking deep into a recent picture of Mickey Rourke and listening to It Feels Like Teen Spirit on repeat. And I guarantee you, you'll leave out of that bathroom tighter than an 18-year-old virgin out of fencing practice. So come on, ladies, join me and let's steam. Steam. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're muted. You're muted.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve. And thank you, Dr. Bonetta Horncoog. Wow. I mean, doing a public service, that like, she needs to be charging for that. Dr. Horncoog, sage advice. You what a queen. What a queen. That was Stephanie is Comedy, my pal Stephanie is Comedy. Great stuff from her, taking us all the way across the ocean to get some just amazing advice. Also, I was not in my right mind when I threw up on that skee ball shoot at Dave and Buster. I projectile vomited. Oh, Millie, I know. There's no I mean, I wish I could go back in time and take it back. I also vomited on a Papa Shot, on the Papa Shot game. So I want to make it up to Dave and Buster's by doing a little advertising. That's all I'm saying. God, dog it. All right. Let's keep this show moving along. So, FYI, everybody. Oh, Millie, I know we're having fun, aren't we? Oh, Millie's having too much fun, you guys. I'm visiting a friend currently. I'm hanging out, and my friend said mi casa su casa. So and they wanted to talk. So let's hear from my friend who I'm visiting, who said mi casa su casa.
Mi casa es su casa. Welcome to Portland. It's great to have you. A couple of house rules. There's only a couple. I sleep late, so don't bother me. And breakfast food is totally communal, except for the milk, granola, yogurt, produce, and coffee. But anything else is total free reign. So remind me, how long are you in town for? 3 days. Oh, God. 3 days. Really? You couldn't say not 3 days? Okay. All right. I'm going to make you a list of all the cool things you can do for 3 days is a short amount of time to visit. But let me put on my thinking cap and figure out what you can do for 3 short days. Okay, let's see. Okay, you like farmers markets? Okay, awesome. You know what? That's here on the 4th day. Ugh, shoot. Okay, so I'm going to write no farmers markets because you will not be here because you're only staying for 3 days, right? Okay, so no farmers market. 3 days. So you're leaving in the middle of the weekend? Okay. Is there a reason you have to get out of town? Okay. All right, let me think. I mean, this is a great place to visit. It's just you need time. You need time. You know what I mean? So let me think. Shit. Do you like the movies? Great. They're probably sold out until Saturday or Sunday. Oh, okay. I know a really great restaurant. You like Ethiopian food? Awesome. Okay. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go down. You're gonna go down from this block, right? So we're on 6th, kind of like west. You're gonna head west, and then you're gonna pass this beautiful awning, string light, and that's not it. So you're gonna keep going round the bend. You're gonna pass a potted plant, right? And MapQuest, you can put it into your maps, but it's gonna tell you something different. Pass that potted plant, right? And then you're gonna go around that. There's an escalator, so you're gonna take that up to a shopping center. It's the shopping center that says Mom's Donuts there. Turn left, go all the way around. You're gonna get to a gorgeous courtyard, stunning courtyard, and that's not it. And you're gonna keep going. And then you're gonna head down the stairs. You're gonna keep going down the stairs. You know what I just realized? It's closed. It's closed Thursday to Saturday. So it opens the day after you leave. Man, 3 days. I mean, let's see. I guess you could stay in. Mi casa es tu casa. So I have Hulu. There's a great show coming out on HBO Max that is launching on Monday of next week. So have you seen The Jinx? It's a fun doc. You could maybe just sort of stay in and do that. I don't know, girly. I mean, I get it. We're all busy. You're busy. I'm busy. But it sort of feels like, why travel? Do you know what I mean? Why travel if you don't really have ample time to sort of take the place in, And again, no judgment. I totally get it. I mean, you're here for a funeral. But if you could just sort of squeeze a couple more days in there, we could do so much fun shit. Not to mention that I have to work all the days you're here. So it is a little selfish to not sort of extend it a few days so that I could do even one thing with you. But as I said, mi casa es tu casa. So have a really good time while you're here. I'm so sorry that I can't be more help to you, but definitely let me know next time that you're here for a full week. Okay. All right. I got to head to work for my dad. I'll see you later. Bye, chica.
Well, I thought there was going to be a lot of fun. I thought there was going to be a lot of fun stuff to do over those 3 days, but I guess I'm just stuck watching The Jinx again. Robert Durst. Man. Oh boy. What an underwhelming trip to Portland that would be, but funny stuff from Hannah Pilkus. Hannah Pilkus, everybody. And I feel like I've had some trips like that where it's like, yeah, poor planning, this guy. And it ruined it for my host, for me. Yeah. Fucked up a lot of travel situations. Just a lot of situations. Got some regrets. Hannah Pilkus, very funny stuff. Thank you for being here, Hannah. Great having you. And you might be asking, okay, Hal's an asshole who fucks up his travel, but these people are obviously behind him having an amazing time. Oh, playing some craps. Oh, look at that. That's because they are at the Casino Morongo. All right. Are you in the Los Angeles area, but you want to gamble like you're in Vegas? You don't got to go all the way to Vegas. Just go to the Casino Morongo. Casino Morongo. Come with a smile, leave with empty pockets. We could do that read for Casino Morongo. Casino, if anyone knows any of the fine people.
Hal?
Yes.
You know how we're putting a deal together for San Manuel Casino?
Oh.
For SoCal?
Yes.
This is
Oh.
directly going to conflict with that.
Oh my God! How could I forget our big San Manuel casino deal? I am just asleep at the wheel here. I'm as out to lunch as that night at Dave and Buster's where I threw up on the skee ball.
Yeah.
You know what? I will cease and desist. You know what? Here, get out of here. There.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Casino Morongo. I'm a San Manuel boy.
Also, yeah, good. Also, Dave and Buster's isn't really as mad about the vomiting as they are that you got a jackpot on every one of the machines and then cashed in for the Xbox 360.
Listen, you gotta juke the system. Those games are hard to come by. Those tickets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Steve, come on. Why you gotta spill the tea on the air, man? You're spilling all the tea, Steve.
It's spilt. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go backstage again.
Millie doesn't like it. Why is Millie all pixelated? What is happening? You know what? I've been doing something. Oh my, that just makes it worse.
It's the green screen. You know how like there's that conspiracy that like there's like rods in the middle of the air that like it's like extraterrestrial. Well, they're actually
I'll show you a
in
rod
your
in the
home.
middle of the air. That was I'm sorry, I got very blue. That was very dirty.
I'm all right with that.
Okay.
I thank you for your apology.
Yes.
I will continue teching your show.
Wait, so the green screen is sending up?
Yeah, it's making it fuzzy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Millie? Steve,
Yes.
thank you for your sage guidance. Thank you for reminding me about our big San Manuel situation.
I'll see if I can fix that. I don't know if they're gonna like direct competition being spoken about.
San Manuel, I love you, San Manuel, and don't forget, I'm a San Manuel boy. Okay, let's keep this show going along. Oh yeah, you know what? I am happily married. Okay, I will tell. This pixelation is crazy. So, but when before I got married, and let's just say I've done some simping in my day. Okay, and I'll even say that I'm a bit of a simp for my wife, but that is nothing compared to our next guest, folks. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, everyone out there, please welcome the king of all simps.
A great party. I love the music here. Oh, what's up, Tamika? Man, I love your shirt. Black lives do matter. I hate it when people say all lives matter. You know whose life matters? Tamika's life matters. Tamika's family's life matters. And then they went and co-opted the phrase and made blue lives matter? I'm getting one of those bumper stickers. ACAB. All cops are bastards. Yeah, cheers. Go get another drink, Tamika. Oh, what's up, Joan? Oh my God, Gorge. You look like you've been getting some sun. Oh, you were out all day at the pro-police rally? What blue lives do matter. Yeah, I'm going to get one of those bumper stickers that says ACAB. All cops are beautiful. That's right. Back to blue, queen. I'll see you in a sec. Oh, snap. Susie, what is going on, beautiful? Oh, yeah, I know. This is like the perfect post-pandemic party. I feel so safe. There's so much ventilation. They took our temperatures at the door, and like everyone had to show proof of vaccination. I know. Like, I heard herd immunity. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take that phone call. I'll talk to you in a sec. Oh, Karen. What is up, princess? Oh, man. Oh, my God. I know. Who threw this party? Dr. Fauci? Oh, you better watch your drink. You don't want somebody vaccinating it without your consent. No. You'll never see me with one of those Bill Gates microchips in my arm. You know how much Windows 95 crashed? Oh, yeah. You better get out of here before they boot you out of here and cancel you. Hey, Carrie, this is such a great party. I'm having such a good time. Oh, you've been getting complaints about my simping? Oh my God. Ew. Oh, simping is so gross. Like, this is a no simping zone. My least favorite show is The Simpsons. You can just call me Dr. Simple Popper MD, all right? You think I should go? I agree. My simping is totally ruining your party. Oh my God. Oh, really the music food. This.
That was the king of all simps, aka Jay Mandiam. Jay Mandiam, you know what? I'm a simp for your comedy, Jay. I will simp on that comedy. Oh, Jay. Tell me more jokes, Jay. Jay Mandiam, very funny. Thank you so much. King of all simps. Just simping like nobody's business. Oh, Pete. Looks like Pete Boda in the chat is out there flexing his simp game. Just a reminder, keep throwing LOLs in the chat. If you have the contact information for edible arrangements, please let us know. If you know how to contact anyone at Dave & Buster's, would love to hear that. If you have any contact information, the personal phone number for Tungus, the AM/PM mascot, I'm also interested in that. Now let's keep this show going. Thanks again, Jay Mandiam. Very funny. Oh my goodness, Millie, I know. It's too exciting and you want a snack. Don't worry. Snacky's coming. Snacky's coming. Oh, Cam Shafty, thank you for throwing up some hearts for little Millie. Okay, y'all. If you're watching this show, you obviously like comedy. Well, we've got one of the great stand-up comedians. Just got off the tour with one of the goats, Dane Cook, and the pandemic did not stop them on this comedy tour. I want to welcome Danny Beckman.
What's up? Thank you guys so much for having me. Hal, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. I know we've seen a lot of stuff tonight. And most of it was actually PC. And the thing about me and my comedy, for everybody in the comment section, you might want to leave the show if you're looking for a PC comedian, because the only thing PC about me is that my penis is cool. What's up? My name's Danny Beckman. I'm the greatest stand-up comedian of all time. I just got done touring with Dane Cook. If gender is a construct, then why don't you guys construct me a house where I can have sex with as many chicks as possible? What's up? That's another joke that would usually kill. It's kind of weird for me to not hear the roars of laughter. Just got done with Madison Square Garden, and everybody was laughing so hard at everything I said. I guess there was a pandemic. The real pandemic was any girl who didn't have my penis inside of them. So if you guys are sick, why don't you get a doctor to write you a prescription, not for penicillin, but my penicillin. What's up? My name's Danny Beckman. Sorry. So I believe actually it is the woman's right to choose what flavor ice cream she wants at Baskin Robbins. There's a lot of flavors. I was having sex during 9/11, and that's the only bomb that dropped. What's up? Have you guys ever heard of dinosaurs? Tyrannosaurus Rex? I wonder how he jerks off because he's got such little arms. Maybe he calls Bronchiosaurus. Usually a lot of my jokes get bigger laughs too because of kind of what I'm doing on the stage, and I'm not really doing that right now, but if I had a mic stand, I would be using it as kind of like a prop. This is what a lot of stand-up comedians do, so just imagine that that's happening. I'm from Chicago. Go Bulls. But a lot of people are going to tell you that they're from Chicago, but the truth is that they're probably posers, because at the end of the day, here's how you can tell if someone's really from Chicago. If you ask them, "Hey bro, what's your favorite deep dish pizza spot?" and they give you an answer, they're probably not from Chicago, because it's like, we're over deep dish pizza. You know what I mean? It's like, we're over it. Go Bulls. What's up? So I know a lot of you guys are probably laughing your freaking butts off, and you're like, how is this person even a real person? This is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire freaking life. And so, but I also, I wanted to this time on the stage to kind of shed some light on something else. I'm kind of somewhat of a conspiracy theorist. And they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And yet they tell you to give apples to teachers. If you think about it, the government doesn't want teachers and doctors interacting with one another. And in my opinion, that's messed up. Don't believe everything that you're told. Okay? What's up? Back to the comedy. Anyway, a lot of girls aren't going to get my jokes because they're not going to understand my humor, because guys are just so funny and at a different level and stuff like that. But you know what you will get if you want it? My penis. What's up? What's up? All right. Well, right now, actually, I have someone that's waiting for me in my bedroom. Oh, I'll be right there. So I actually have to get going, but much love to Hal and that wizard at the top. I love you guys. I love everything about this show. Please follow me, and maybe you'll see me in Madison Square Garden with Dane Cook. I love you guys. That's my time.
Man, Danny Beckman, everybody, crushing it. I don't know if that was like the tour was like Tourgasm Part 2 with Dane Cook and everything, Madison Square. Maybe when you're there, they didn't have a sign on the thing. It's just Square Garden, not Squares. But Danny Beckman crushing jokes and crushing the sex. It sounds like Danny Beckman gets all the sex. And that was actually the very hilarious Alyssa Sabo. And I remember talking to Alyssa way back, no relation to former Cincinnati Red ball player Chris Sabo, if there are any baseball fans. And you might be asking me, yes, okay, I am supporting my green screen with my head right now, okay? Because I'm trying to make a plea to the most delicious chicken place in the world, Boston Market. All right? Sorry, New York Yankee fans. We're shipping up to Boston, to Boston Market, where you can eat chicken, you can have a big fucking glob of mashed potatoes, some cream spinach, all of it, all the fixins, all the sides. It's like, imagine a delicious chicken meal, but cheap as fuck. And like the surroundings and everything, it's like, it's not fancy, but in your mouth, it's going to be like, yeah, Boston Market. If you want a live read like that in a lightly viewed comedy show on Twitch, hit me up, Steve. Any word from Boston Market?
They tweeted at me, and they said that they weren't convinced because never did you mention that they have a double chocolatey chip cookie freshly baked every day. If you come in, you don't leave without one. You could add it to your combo for an additional $1.29. Oh, and honestly, like it's worth it because I was just recently there, and you bite into it, and it's like it kind of feels like a cheese pull because there's so much chocolate it strings out. It's packed with chocolate, packed with flavor. You go to the Boston Market and you feel like you're at home.
Damn, Steve, like that was a very excellent Boston Market read. Are you trying to steal my Boston Market pitchman thunder?
I work for you.
No, but you're working for Boston Market. You and listen, I'm a paranoid weirdo, and now I'm putting together this conspiracy of you working with Boston Market to push me out. Like, oh no, Steve, you're pushing me out of it. It's only Steve now. Steve's taking over to do more of a Boston Market.
Yeah. So like I was saying, when you go in, the best thing that you can do is you get yourself an appetizer sampler. Why try the sides of just the mashed potatoes or the green beans when you could literally have them all, and they comes with a side of the delicious twice baked cornbread. Twice baked? Oh, wouldn't that be dry as fuck? No, because they bake them halfway each time, so they're moist and creamy, and it's delectable, and you won't regret stepping into a Boston Market. If it feels like it's empty, it's because it's the best secret in your neighborhood.
Oh, Steve, you've driven me to drink a craft beer.
Yeah.
With your Boston Market. You're so good. The dulcet tones. Oh, I'm really steamed at you, but I can't be that steamed because you and I share in common a love for that delicious Boston Market.
Go and Google it online to see, especially in LA, the 13 different locations. And then check their hours. They vary at each location.
Wow, that was very helpful as well. Steve Sotelo, producer extraordinaire and future pitchman for Boston Market?
Maybe.
Thank you, Steve. I can't be mad. How could anyone be mad at Steve? He does a great job helping make this show go, and he's got a very handsome mullet he's been growing. And guess what? Have you heard the news? The mullet is back. Also, this show has been such a fun time. I've loved every moment of it. Yes. You heard it here first. And coming up, this is something near and dear to my heart as a Jew. We have a scientist who is about to speak out against anti-Semitism. That's right. And there are, what I found, we've got this comedy show, very popular with the anti-Semites. So this should be really an education right now. Please welcome our scientist speaking out against anti-Semitism.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me to speak out against the wave of anti-Semitism that we've seen recently in the world. People are being harassed. They're being called terrible things. Signs are being spray painted, and we have to put a stop to it right now. I wish I could say that I was above the fray, that even simple scientists like me weren't ever affected. But unfortunately, even I, Dr. Victor Frankenstein, have been a victim of anti-Semitism. I hope that some of you never have to hear the kind of things that have been yelled at me recently. Crazy things like, your monster is killing people. Why would you sew body parts together? And you're responsible for all these deaths. And it's just so hard to hear such blatant anti-Semitism. It just reinforces a centuries-old stereotype of us science-hungry Jews hoarding all the body parts for ourselves. And all because my last name is Frankenstein. You know, I can't control that, okay? I can't control that I'm Jewish. And I can't control my monster. My monster has a right to defend itself by killing you in your sleep at night. And you know, that's the thing about anti-Semitism. They won't tell you it's anti-Semitism. In fact, they'll say, this is not anti-Semitism. We hate you for making a killing machine. And that's the worst kind of anti-Semitism because it's so subtle. You know, you can't even really prove that it exists. It's a look, or you know, being passed over for a promotion at your job, or someone saying to you, don't do lightning-based experiments. And why? You know, why all this anti-Semitism? Because of what's going on in Israel right now. And what did Israel do, really? Annex the Gaza Strip? I mean, who among us hasn't taken a strip of something, jammed it into a larger body, and said to yourself, this is going to work out great. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone, and then be shot at by modern weapons for throwing that stone. Look, it's hard right now to be a Jew. We have seen angry, torch-bearing mobs yelling awful things like, Jews will not replace us, or please help us, your monster is eating our children. So we need to band together to get rid of that kind of blatant and clear anti-Semitism immediately. And for those of you who might not be convinced, who might think, no, this isn't anti-Semitism, well, let me ask you this, huh? Where was all this outrage at Dracula, huh? Or the Mummy? Oh, why is it all reserved for me and my good friend, Dr. Werewolfowitz, huh? Huh? Don't really have a great answer for that, do you? You know, I may cut people's chest cavities open, but you're the one that needs to look inside. All I want is to be Jewish and live in peace, while certain other people can't do that. Oh, and one last thing. I just want to make sure we have our terms correct, okay? See, Israel is the name of the country, and Hamas is Israel's monster. Do we get the distinction? Okay, great. Thank you for listening.
Wow. You know, that was thoughtful, thought-provoking, and very funny. Maybe don't do lightning-based experiments. Never thought about Dr. Frankenstein being a Jew. I also, you know, I've thought a lot about Magneto. Magneto is a good Jew, but amazing hearing from Dr. Frankenstein. Very funny. Also, wasn't aware of Dr. Werewolfowitz, another chosen people. That was John Bander. John Bander, super funny stuff. And yes, and you know what? Also made me think a little bit about Jewish monsters. Millie, that is more or less our show. I just want to put one more thing out there. Everybody, okay, real quick. Okay, close your eyes. All right, imagine you're in your car and you pull over to fill up your tank with reasonably priced gas, and you go inside, get a hot cup of coffee and a sticky bun from AM PM, and then you go to work, and waiting for you on the desk, an edible arrangement. Ooh, forget about it. This day is looking up. And then you go for lunch with your friends. How about Boston Market? I love it. Then you go to work, after work, happy hours, Dave and Buster's. Ooh, what a time with your friends. And then, you know, you've got a seething monster inside of you that has a gambling addiction. So you gotta feed the beast. So you leave Dave and Buster's, where you and your friends were whooping it up. And now at this point, You are drunk, so you are driving intoxicated. Don't worry about that. You have a full tank of gas because you went to AM/PM earlier in the morning, and you go to San Manuel Casino. But then that fell through because you were talking about Casino Morongo, so you fucking do a U-turn and you go in the other direction. You go to Casino Morongo and you leave all your money on the table. That's the kind of advertising, Reed, that we could do for you. I want to thank everybody who was a part of the show. I had such a good time tonight, and I really want to thank all of the funny folks who came by to be with us. Yes, John Bander, Bryce Chester. Thank you for being, I guess, the only two folks left in the virtual green room, and Steve Sotelo. But John, super funny. Bryce, oh my God, Skriggs, get that cousin in line. That was so great. I want to shout out everyone else who was on the show, by the way.
Yes.
Alyssa Sabo, Hannah Pilkis, Jay Mandiam, Stephanie is Comedy, Tess Middlebrook, Meg Maida, Jay McKinney, and Millie. Steve, thank you again for holding it down. And,
yes, thank you.
And if you're watching still, please go ahead and subscribe to this Twitch channel. And thanks again for watching Character House. Good night, everybody. Well timed, Millie. Well timed.